So you co-wrote and produced Chronically Cautious with Braden Bales, and
Yes.
kind of take me through the process of that day, who brought the idea in, and just the creative process behind it.
Yeah, dude, that was a really cool experience. So I had just gotten, the week before this session, I was at a writing camp at a big house in Chattanooga, Tennessee with like 20 other guys. So I was like, I wouldn't say burnt out, but I was definitely like going. So I wasn't, I didn't think it was going to be a crazy session. Plus, like, so Rachel Gutman, who I mentioned earlier, who took me in for 3 months when I moved down here, she also discovered Braden Bales somehow on social media or something like that. Reached out to him because he's from Toronto, Canada.
Mhm.
We reached out to him, basically was like, I love what you do. Here's who I am. Here's what I've done. We can help you, come stay. So she gave him the same treatment she gave me, which was, we'll get you down here, we'll get you a place to live for a couple months to get your footing, and then get you connected with people. And one of the first producers, I was one of the first producers that she connected him with, put me in a session with him. So I didn't know him at all before going into the day, but was happily surprised. Great guy, obviously. Well, not surprised, but anyway, yeah, I was with him, and I had one friend from the writing camp named Todd, he lives in Utah, and he was just staying with me an extra couple days just because of flights, from the camp. But anyway, he was sitting in on that session, and he made like one of the he made a whole pack of like Midwest emo guitar loops while we were at the camp that we were messing with because he's so good at that type of stuff. Um, and we whipped out one of them when Braden Bales was over. We also had my buddies Zach Smith and Chandler Eggleston. Zach is a frequent co-writer of Knox's, and he's got his own. Um, Z Smith is his artist name. With him, and Chandler Eggleston is a brilliant guitarist. I basically grew up with him in Ohio. I've known him forever. He's the best I know. He plays he does he plays on Broadway in Nashville like every night. That's his main job.
Oh
Just
wow.
a shredder. Love him. Anyway, so the whole team put our heads together and we did our thing. And I kind of was making the beat around that guitar loop and sort of chopping that up and flipping it. And while Braden and Zach and Todd were messing with lyrics and melodies, just tossing around ideas, me and Chandler were like building up the production. And at one point, we had the kind of a dropout thing
Mhm.
happening for the chorus, and he just was like, Braden comes over after like an hour of like just trying to figure out what to start with. He was like, oh dude, I got it, and spat out the first two lines of the chorus right there. If I'm honest, like that just came out. And I was like, okay, let's just keep rolling with this, I guess. Like, anyway, the funny thing about that song in that day was that, I mean, I knew in the session that it was a good song. Like, it was exciting, it was cool, it was a good experience, but to me, I had no way of anticipating the level that it would get to, and the way the doors it would open for me. Because yeah, like I said, I knew it was a good song, but I didn't like feel like I was like, oh my god, this is gonna be crazy. Like, to me, I was like, this is cool. Like, I left at the end of the day, I was like, that was a good day, it was a good song. Like, I didn't feel really much different from anything else.
Yeah.
And then he posted it, he teased it that night. We got about 80%, 80 to 90% of the song done that first day, I'd say. And he posted a tease of the chorus, and it took off on TikTok. And then a couple days later, he came back and we finished up the production and put it out. Or he kept teasing it. It kept getting some traction. And then Elise Myers reposted it, and that just kind of made it really blow up.